Keanu Reeves awoke long before the first rays of dawn, when the world was still cloaked in the gentle mist of sleep and time. Like an elusive haze, concealed all the secrets of the night. Every morning began with a ritual of contemplation. In the quiet of his modest apartment, where the city's clamor appeared as distant echoes, he sat in an antique armchair, watching as the rosy light of dawn gradually dispelled the darkness. His gaze, filled with unspoken emotions and the wisdom of many lived years, captured the subtlest nuances of existence, allowing his soul to harmonize with the world. Keanu knew. Every moment is an invaluable treasure, every breath a gift, and every word a seed capable of blossoming into a wondrous garden of life. Deep within his heart lay an understanding of the world's transience and its infinite beauty, a realm where joy coexisted with the bitterness of loss and hope with sorrow. It was precisely this delicate balance between light and darkness, between loss and rebirth, that stirred within him an unquenchable compassion. He understood that true light is born where people can hear the whisper of the wind and the voice of nature, where even amidst the apparent chaos of city streets, one can discern the rhythm of an unseen symphony. Keanu sought answers in the poetry of the breeze, in the music of the rain, and in the silence where the stars recounted ancient tales of the eternal cycle of birth and death. His life flowed like a quiet yet determined stream, carrying him toward uncharted shores where every stone, every drop of dew, possessed its own soul. In that serene morning stillness, he pondered the meetings and partings of life, how a single spark of kindness might ignite a flame of hope in the coldest of hearts. He dreamed of a world where love and understanding reigned supreme over vanity and indifference, where every human existence became a reflection of universal harmony. His thoughts, like slender silver threads, wove themselves with the first rays of the sun, promising that today, as with every new day, carried the possibility of change, a chance to rediscover one's breath and once again believe in miracles. Thus began a new day for Keanu Reeves, a day in which he, like a humble guide, trod the path of life, ready to share his light with those still searching for their way through darkness. His soul, open and tender, was akin to a quiet oasis amidst the frantic torrent of urban life, and every deed he performed resonated with the meaning of a grand universal symphony where every note was vital and irreplaceable. Chapter 2. The Fateful Encounter at 7-Eleven. One cool evening, as the sky began to don soft shades of blue and violet, Keanu, wandering the city streets, noticed something that made his heart pause. Beneath the neon glow of a 7-Eleven sign, its light dancing on the wet pavement after a recent rain, he saw a figure draped in the shadow of despair and oblivion. This homeless man, with eyes filled with painful memories and tender dreams, sat on the cold sidewalk like a lost traveler suspended in time and space. The neon light, casting stark contrasts, appeared as an allegory of fate, the brilliance of civilization set against the profound darkness of human suffering. Drawn inexplicably by a powerful call of the heart, Keanu approached the stranger without knowing exactly why. His gaze met that of the man, eyes that revealed not only pain but also a subtle, almost imperceptible glimmer of hope. In that moment, time seemed to slow. The city's clamor faded away, and it was as if the universe itself had paused to listen to the quiet dialogue between two souls. Gently, Keanu knelt beside the man, inviting him into a conversation where words became a bridge between worlds and silence spoke more than any loud declaration. "Hello, my friend," he said in a soft, enveloping voice imbued with warmth and compassion. "Each of us carries our own story, our own pain, and our own hope. Allow me to accompany you on this eternal journey." These simple, sincere words penetrated the heart of the destitute, awakening long-forgotten dreams of care and attention. Under the neon glow, where every raindrop reflected mirages of years past, their fateful conversation began, with not a single sound superfluous and every word becoming a seed for transformation. To passers-by, this encounter might have seemed ordinary, but for Keanu and his new friend it became a symbol of how, even in the most unexpected places and moments, one can discover a source of light. In that quiet corner of the vast city, amid noisy streets and shimmering shop windows, fate had brought together two individuals whose lives were so different, yet whose souls appeared always to have been seeking the same solace, understanding, and a chance for a new beginning. Chapter 3. The Path of Compassion and Mutual Healing. In the days that followed, Keanu never left his new companion's side. Together, they wandered the city streets, each turn concealing a story, each building echoing with whispers of bygone times. Their journey became an allegory of inner exploration. From the cold, indifferent concrete jungles to the tranquil parks where flower petals murmured ancient tales of love and forgiveness. Keanu recounted stories of how nature heals even the deepest wounds, of how even the smallest smile can ignite a spark within a person's heart. His words, as fine as gossamer threads, intertwined with the rustle of leaves and the joyful laughter of playing children, bestowing hope even in the bleakest circumstances. Sometimes, they would pause by small fountains, where water reflecting the glow of street lamps became a symbol of eternal renewal. Keanu gently guided his friend, teaching him to see the world with eyes that could discern not only the material, but also the spiritual. He spoke of the inexhaustible source of light residing within each individual, a light that can dispel darkness if only nurtured and cherished. His voice resonated with the certainty that every soul, like a rare precious gem, deserves to be seen, understood, and accepted just as it is. Between them blossomed an invisible, unbreakable bond, a connection where every word, every glance, became a fragment of a grand mosaic of healing. Together they sought refuge in time-worn cafes and forgotten courtyards, places where time appeared to stand still and the fleeting nature of life could be forgotten. In their conversations about the past and dreams for the future, a symphony of mutual trust arose, transforming Keanu from a kind stranger into a true friend, one capable of understanding the deepest fears and the loftiest hopes. In this period, the ordinary transformed into poetry. Each step, every breath filled with profound meaning. The roads, sprinkled with glistening leaves, and the cracks in the pavement took on new significance, symbolizing life's trials which, despite their harshness, inevitably lead to growth and renewal. Thus passed the days, imbued with the quiet miracle of meeting and mutual healing. Each minute a precious gift, each moment an opportunity to rediscover oneself. Chapter 4. Rebirth of the Soul Under the Starry Sky. Night descended, and the heavens, strewn with billions of twinkling stars, unfolded an endless cosmos before them. In that nocturnal grandeur, where every star seemed an ancient guardian of the universe's secrets, Keanu and his companion embarked on a journey, guided by an inner light that illuminated even the darkest recesses of the soul. Beneath the celestial dome, where the whisper of the wind merged with the music of distant constellations, the homeless man began to feel the stirrings of a new emotion, a quiet yet potent rebirth awakening within him. Like a wise mentor, Keanu explained that true rebirth does not arise from external changes, but from deep within the human spirit. He spoke of how the stars seem to murmur that each of us is but a fragment of a vast cosmos, where pain and joy, loss and renewal, intertwine in a timeless dance of life. His words reached the very core of his listener, banishing the echoes of past sorrows and instilling a belief in the possibility of renewal. Under the starry vault, time ceased its mundane progression, giving way to an eternity in which every second shone like a precious gem in the darkness. In that magical hour, the destitute man sensed a tender bud of hope unfurling within his chest, as if the universe itself had chosen to grant him the chance to begin anew. His wounded, weary soul began to heal slowly beneath the compassionate gaze of his mentor. Every star, like a blessing, descended into his heart, leaving behind sparks of light capable of dispersing even the densest clouds of sorrow. Keanu imparted that rebirth is not an instantaneous miracle but a gradual process in which every step taken, every trial overcome, forms a vital stride toward true freedom and love. Under the expansive, star-strewn sky, where the boundaries between dream and reality blurred, they sat upon the cold pavement, absorbing the majesty of the night. The silence spoke louder than any words, and in that silence the homeless man began to hear a melody hitherto unknown, a symphony woven from the rustle of the wind, the glimmer of distant lights, and the steady beating of his heart, a personal harmony of renewal, granting him the strength to move forward despite all obstacles. Chapter 5. A New Dawn and the Eternal Symphony of Hope. With the first rays of a new morning, the city awakened as if emerging from a long, dream-laden sleep filled with expectations. On the horizon, where the sky met the earth, a new dawn was born, promising that every new day is a chance to believe in a brighter future, a chance to start anew. Keanu and his friend, now inseparable companions on the path of change, walked together, feeling the warmth of the new day seep into their hearts and dissolve the lingering shadows of past fears and doubts. Bidding farewell to the remnants of night, the city greeted them with the brilliance of sunrise, its light reflecting off the windows of old buildings and the sparkling droplets of dew on the grass. Every street and alleyway seemed imbued with special meaning, arteries through which the living blood of countless destinies flowed. With unwavering calm, Keanu continued his journey, not as a solitary wanderer but as a mentor who bestowed light and warmth capable of healing even the deepest wounds of the soul. His friend, once lost and forgotten, now wore a new face, a new breath of life. In his eyes shone gratitude, and in his heart the quiet joy of realizing that transformation is indeed possible. Together, they understood that true strength lies not in material wealth but in the ability to see the beauty of the world, in sharing the warmth of one's spirit, and in the belief that even the smallest act of kindness can alter a life. Every step became a hymn to life, every dewdrop a symbol of renewal, and every ray of sunlight a testament to the enduring promise that life is ever ready to offer a fresh start. In the final moments of their journey, as the city awoke and its myriad voices melded into a grand symphony, Keanu and his friend paused on a high bridge overlooking the endless expanse of the metropolis. There, at the crossroads of destinies and dreams, they realized that their encounter was no mere accident but part of the grand design of the universe, where every individual is an indispensable note in the eternal melody of existence. In the silent exchange of their gazes, more was communicated than words ever could express. Understanding, forgiveness, love, and hope converged into a steadfast foundation for the future, a future in which even the darkest times yield to light. Thus ended the story that began with the quiet contemplation of dawn and blossomed into a magnificent symphony of mutual healing and awakening. Keanu Reeves and his companion demonstrated that kindness can transform lives, that compassion can dissipate darkness and herald a new dawn for those who once lost faith in miracles. Epilogue. In this narrative, imbued with metaphors and poetic imagery, the delicate threads connecting the souls of those capable of enduring hardships and rediscovering themselves are laid bare. Keanu Reeves, whose life was marked by quiet reflection and steadfast courage, became for his friend not merely a mentor but a living symbol that every encounter, every word, can herald the beginning of profound transformation. This story reminds us that in a world where even the neon glow of a 7-Eleven reflects the darkness of isolation, there is always room for sincere kindness and mutual understanding. The end.